Welcome back to the Did You Get It videos. This is for lesson 3.3. And this video is going to be just for the first part of 3.3 regarding installment purchases, as in a car purchase is an installment purchase where you pay monthly or weekly, but usually monthly. So the first three definitions that you learned in the lesson were the amount financed, the total installment price, and the finance charge. And you're going to need these formulas set off to the side to work on the Did You Get It? So Did You Get It number one is on page 289. It says, if you buy a used car for $8,200 with a down payment of $1,000 and 36 monthly payments of $270, find the amount financed, the total installment price, and the finance charge. Okay, so amount financed is equal to the price of the item, which we said was $8,200, subtracting the down payment. So we are going to have to borrow $7,200 for this car. The total installment price is equal to the sum of all the it's the sum of all the payments plus the down payment. So the total price that you would have paid for the vehicle. So the sum of all the payments, if our payments were $270 a month times 36 months plus the $1,000 that we put down. So let's go to Desmos. Make sure you're logging into Desmos and you're starting a new lesson where you click on the new blank graph. And our finance charge, amount financed, this is not the finance charge, the amount financed. We said was 8,200 minus 1,000. And then the total installment price is going to be 270 times the 36 months plus the $1,000 that we borrowed. So the total installment price was $10,720. The finance charge is the total installment price, so the $10,720, subtracting the price of the item, and the price of the item was $8,200. So the finance charge is the interest basically that you're paying to borrow the money for the 36 months. And that comes out to be $2,520. Don't forget to save that. Okay, so this is our Did You Get It number one. Did You Get It number two is on page 291. And that says, a graphic design pro buys a new iMac for $1,499 with a $200 down payment and gets manufacturer financing for 5 years at 12%. Find the amount financed, the monthly payment, and the total installment price, and the finance charge. So we're going to need a little more space for this. So the amount financed is the purchase price of $1,499 minus the $200. So it's going to be $1,299. That's what we're borrowing. Now, to find the monthly payment, we're going to introduce the monthly payment formula that was introduced to you on page 289, where P is the amount that you're borrowing, R is your interest rate, monthly. So that's why we're dividing by 12, because just like in the compounding formula, 12 represents the number of times you're compounding per year. And here, and this 12 represents the number of payments we're making per year. That's the N. And then R is the annual percentage rate. And then we have to put this to the negative N. So that would be the negative 12 here. Make sure that the exponent is a negative. So we are going to have the amount we're borrowing, which is $1,299 because we put a $200 down payment. And then our rate is 0.12 divided by 12. And then 1 minus 1 plus, make sure your parentheses are in the right spot. And then N is to the negative, the total number of monthly payment, the total number of payments. So this is going to be a negative 12 monthly payments times the total number of years, which was 5 years. So this, make sure that this represents the total number of payments made. So we have to do 12 monthly payments times 5. So let's go ahead and go back to Desmos to calculate this. So we have $12.99 and once you have this formula for the monthly payment used anywhere, I would just go back and copy it so that you know that you're always using the right one. Then you don't have to retype it. And I'm going to put this in parentheses, remember, because I'm going to be multiplying this negative and then 12 times 5 there. And so my monthly payment is going to be $28.90 rounded appropriately. Then without going back to the paper, it says the total installment price is part C. So the total installment price is our monthly payment times the number of payments that we're going to make, which is 12 monthly payments times 5 years. So total is 60. You could always type 60. So that's our total installment price is $1,734 plus the $200 that we paid is a down payment. So the total installment price is $1,934. And then part D says, and the finance charge. So remember that the finance charge is your total installment price subtracting the original cost of the item, $14.99, before we made our down payment. So that would be $1,934. Subtracting the $14.99 is a finance charge of $435. So there's my total installment price. Okay, we are skipping did you get it number 3 because we do not work on calculating APR in this course. And so we're skipping to the unearned interest. Did you get it number 4? It says a $16,500 truck loan is to be paid off in 60 monthly installments of $317.50. The borrower decides to pay off the loan on his 42nd payment. Find the amount of interest paid, saved, and the payoff amount. So the interest saved is going to be the unearned interest. And when we say unearned, it means the bank has not earned it from us because we paid off that item early, so many months early. So our principal is $16,500. That's what we're borrowing. We don't know what the original amount of the truck loan was. The monthly payment they said was $317.50. And our total number, N times T, our total number of monthly payments was 60. Okay. So our under and interest formula is called the rule of 78. And we have F. F is the finance charge. So we need to find that out. So let's just write out our formula, F. And then K is the number of remaining payments. And then N is the number of original payments. So the big thing that we need to find here is the finance charge. So the finance charge is the total payments minus the loan amount, P. So we would have $317.50 times 60 payments, and then we're going to subtract away our loan amount, which is $16,500, to find out our finance charge. So let's go to Desmos to do that. So you can see here, I already calculated the finance charge, which is $2,550. And then I filled in for us the unearned interest formula. So F is a finance charge of $2,550. 18 represents the number of payments remaining. And I'm going to calculate that because we had 60 payments originally, and they said, I am going to pay this off on the 42nd payment. So I'm going to subtract away 42 payments, because if I'm paying my 42nd payment, that means I have 18 payments left. And so my unearned interest is $238.28. And then my payoff amount is going to be the total remaining payments minus the unearned interest. And so our total number of remaining payments is that $317.50 payment times the 18 remaining payments. And then I'm going to subtract away the unearned interest of $238.28. So our remaining balance, the payoff amount, is equal to $5,476.72. And I'm just going to show you this on my paper so you can see it. So here's the formula again for unearned interest. That came out to be $238.28. And our finance charge, F, in the formula is $2,550. Our payoff amount is the total number of remaining payments. So that would be, again, I'm showing you the monthly payment of $317.50 times the 18 remaining payments, subtracting the unearned interest up here of $238.28. And so that would be our remaining payoff amount. Touch me back for the, did you get it on lesson 3.3 regarding the two different ways that they're going to calculate interest on credit cards.